This time we're going to take a look at some very beginner maps by Misching, I'm not really sure, it's just called Test2.wad, just to talk through them, see what works and what doesn't work, so I hope that this feedback is all useful. Alright, we're starting in a very, very narrow corridor. This is map 01, where he says he concentrated more on different textures and areas to make a bit of difference on them and not have you always look at the same thing. So, I'm running this with Smooth Doom, by the way, which is going to give you a couple more graphical effects, but it's not going to change the gameplay. Okay, so we started off in... this is a very defaulty area, by which I mean it uses the default floor, texture, ceiling from even the default sector height from Doom Builder. Which, as I've said before, it is a shame because I really like this texture set, but if you leave it with these textures, it looks very defaulty, like it hasn't been finished. We've had some monsters, we've had some super shotgun. What you can do with doors is, if you use 3 sectors instead of 1, you know, split it 1, 2, 3, then you can avoid the door disappearing into the ceiling, and you can set the door back a bit, so that it looks less like the door is completely flush with the wall and completely flush with the ceiling. There we go. It's quite a big map for the contents of it, really. It's very spread out, you know, and whoa, God Almighty! Okay, that's a problem, isn't it? Okay. We got trapped by too many demons there. But yeah, there's a decent variety of enemies, but it's so far it's all really narrow, long corridors, which are, well, okay, which are sort of boring to run through, and they don't give enemies a lot of room to move about as well. So you could mix those up a bit with bigger rooms. The blue keycard was there, and it was just sort of sitting there, and oh, that's not really a secret. I think you're being a bit generous calling that a secret. You could put it behind a wall that looks like the end of the corridor here or something, and then it'd be more of a secret. But it has... Oh, I don't have any status bar on. What am I doing? It has given me a bit more health to survive that encounter and a bit more ammunition as well, so that's always good. Oh my God, there are a lot of you. Okay. I suppose we'll just wait for them to infight a bit. Oh, don't pick that up. Oh, well, okay, correction. Maybe we want to use this. Alright, 55 out of 55, and then we've got the blue door to deal with. Kind of an unusual choice of texture for a door. It doesn't really look like a door, but I suppose the context makes it look like a door rather than the texture. You've got the blue stripes, it makes it clear that it's a blue door. So that works out well enough. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Whoa, okay, straight in here. And again, we're using the default textures to start off with. I'd probably recommend trying to browse around a bit, use some different textures here, make the map look a bit more finished. The other thing... Oh, that's interesting. Green and blue armor in the same room. Oh, wow, I've let this get overrun. Have to get rid of some of you. You can also make rooms look a lot more interesting just by adding some angles to them and not just drawing out squares. If you put even small little variations, diagonals in the room's walls, it can give them a lot more character. The other thing that I'd say to look at is room height variation. You know, if you can split a room down the middle, put a bit of a platform, a bit of stairs in the middle, make it look interesting, because the Doom engine can give you so much freedom in that regard. Alright, I didn't do very well there controlling the number of lost souls. Plasma gun just sitting there, ready for me to take it. Yeah, this is more interesting than having just a straight drop-off, you know? Alright. Oh God almighty, why did you do that? Oh! I was not careful enough there. I mean, as Archvile encounters go, this is not a particularly strenuous one. Ah, thank God that's over though. Oh, that's weird, isn't it? The bricks and ceilings and walls kind of disagreeing with each other a bit. Oh, that's the end. Okay. All right. Okay. Map. Oh God Almighty. Okay. Ah, just punching my way through an army of demons now. No, being very lucky without being very lucky to take no damage. Oh! Oh! Player was bit by a demon. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Pick up the shells this time. This is an intense little map. All right. But yeah, again, all the maps are really starting the same way with these same textures and same kind of room with all the demons in it. Let's have a look. This is a bit more interesting. You've got a lift up to another area. That's a bit strange, having a wall that's just completely blank be a door. You might want to differentiate that a bit to signal to the player that a platform is a platform by making it look like a platform. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No, I really didn't have a way out of that. Maybe I should have kept some of my plasma gun for that bit. Alright, let's do a bit of quick saving here. Okay, up we come. So you see here, it's... You know, the player isn't going to get stuck here, because it's fairly obvious that one of these has got to open, but... you want to make that a different texture. I'm... I base my Doom advice on, oh, I've forgotten his name, but, you know, who wrote the concept of affordance in UI design, which sounds like a very pretentious thing, but what he basically said was, things should look like what they are. That's the concept of affordance. Okay, I'm gonna try to get out of my little cell here first. Yeah, okay. Got the armor, got a bit more ammunition. Cacodemon. Just kind of hoping that was the end of the level. It wasn't. Oh, but we're safe. We're safe. And they can rip each other apart. Oh, now, you see, what you want to do here is you want to give the player an open action on this side, because you can get trapped inside. I hear a cyber demon. That's not good. So I'm going to just ID clip my way out of here. Get rid of him. So yeah, it's important to, when you're testing a level, try to do things that the player... try to do things that a player might get trapped in and not get too far into your own mindset as the author of the map, because you always know where to go. I've missed it myself on a couple of embarrassing occasions where I've let players get trapped because I knew the very quick way through and I could get out before the door closed. I never checked to see if the far side of the door actually had an open action. Alright, two fairly big boys to deal with now. Okay. Gonna need this. Yes, I anticipated that quite well. Well, I got one off. I could probably have been much more efficient there. I need to dive in and get those rockets. Ah. No. Oh, that went okay. Here we go. I'm not got very many of them though, have I? Because how much health have you got left? Hang on. Info. You have got friendly sea loads. Who? Status Sexy Man 230. I think this is something added by Smooth Doom. Ceiling height. Where is it? Scale. Friendly sea blocks. Oh, I need to scroll up. Scroll up. Health is minus 601. Oh no, that's the Mancubus. You. Info. Smooth Cyber. Oh, he's still got tons of health left. Oh, dearie me. Alright. Let's do a better job of this. Can you IDDQD after you die? Well, you can, but it doesn't help. Okay. I think I'm just going to IDDQD this. Because I'm not sure how you're meant to get past that. You've got this very narrow choke point to get past this Cyber Demon. I'm just going to force him back until I can hit that switch. I can do this all day. I really can. I just want to stay in Doom all day because today Brexit's happened, but it doesn't really matter because we'll all be dead of coronavirus, whatever it's called, within weeks anyway. So I'm very sad. Yeah, I'm fed up with this. I'm sorry. Don't do that. Okay, has my degreelessness carried over? It has, and my ID clip has as well. So I want to restart this level actually. Give it a fair shake. Come on. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Is my degreelessness mode on? Off. No clip is off. Okay, here we go. Now this is a little arena fight, and this is actually much more interesting, I think, than the other maps before. I think it's you can see you learning as you go. Got some things that produce some dynamic lights. You've got some variety in your monsters. There you go. Again, I would just give the advice of make the room less square. You can have alcoves here. You can make some dents and niches and things like that, and make it look less like a rectangle. But yeah, I think this is a lot more interesting with these decorations as a half hellish, half tech. That's very doomy. Bloody hell! Okay, so Archviles, I feel. Unless it is possible that you are the best Doom player in the world, and I don't mean to disparage that, but I don't think that's a very enjoyable challenge. Having to, I'm still IDDQD'd. And what's the other one? No clip. Let's just forget about typing. Let's restart this. Okay. None of that. None of that. Okay, and now I'd better quick save myself so I don't get them into that again. Okay. So let's gear ourselves up for this room beyond here, and I'm not really sure what I can do with this. Alright, so here, that's a nice hiding place from the Archvile. So I might have been a bit overconfident in stepping right into that room. Then again, I am running out of ammunition very quickly. Is this... That's not the end. That's not the end. How do I deal with this? I can let them infight, but then I've got Archviles to deal with as well. Nope. Tell you what, I'd like to see you do a demo of this and just show the intended route through this level. Ah, now if that door's openable, what does that switch do? Because I thought that switch opened the door. Is it that door? Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'll just punch you to death, shall I? No, that's not going to work for me. IDDQD! I think that's my only viable solution just now. Let's just bounce a bit on the Archvile flames. IDDQD myself back. Okay, and that, yeah, that's the end of the map. So, unfortunately, not a very successful run for me. And yeah, that's the end of the maps and there's Castrol. Okay, so let's just read this. Map 1, different textured sectors. Map 2, concentrate on skies. Map 3, lifts. Map 4, teleportation, lights, and decoration. Yeah, I think I could definitely see that Map 4 had a bit more time spent on it, and I think I could see your experience there. I'm not sure how I was meant to get through that arena fight at the end with the Archviles, but if you have any advice on that I missed, I'd be very glad to hear it. So I think you've got the basics done. You're making rooms and switches and doors and lifts, and I think that, yeah, just keep on playing Doom WODs and keep on incorporating those ideas into your own maps and use multi-height rooms and more interesting spaces, and keep making WODs, because I love seeing beginner WODs. Even, you know, how many years is it since Doom was released now? 27 years? 27 years! Yeah, it was. Okay, I'm off to go and crumble into dust now. But thank you for submitting this, and I hope you do more.